Okay, guys, so I've been actually waiting to react to this video for a long time. I was waiting for the perfect time. And that perfect time seems to be now because we just saw the refs straight up be responsible, you could say, for 4 out of 4 games yesterday. At the very least, 3 out of 4. If the Lakers would have won, I would have said 4 out of 4. And the fact that it is even questionable to be 4 out of 4 illustrates the problem perfectly. The NBA is in serious trouble, guys. Adam Silver has destroyed this league. I actually recorded a lot about my thoughts on Adam Silver and how the NBA has changed and how it's different than under David Stern. And I'm probably going to release that video at the end of the season, guys. It might be the end of my channel on YouTube. I don't care. I need to say what is really happening. And yeah. So if you guys don't know who this guy is, it's JB Bickerstaff, the head coach of the Detroit Pistons. And here he's going to criticize the refs after talking about SGA getting all the calls. And the game was just really poorly officiated. So let's hear what he has to say and see if it still reigns true after yesterday.
Is get the same respect that everybody else in this league gets and get refereed the same way that everybody else in this league gets refed. And enough is enough of it.
Bro, we literally say the same things. And I haven't watched this before, but you guys have literally heard me pound the table doing the exact same shit. And it's the truth. And what do I always say? Consistency. Consistency. The same call. Just call the goddamn game the same way. It's not hard. It is literally easy to do that. But the refs go out of their way to make things worse. To make things discriminatory, biased, unfair. The refs go out of their way to do that.
And what you saw tonight was disgusting. It was a disgusting display of disrespect towards our guys and what we're trying to do. I'm extremely proud of the trying to do.
I'm laughing because you guys literally hear me say the exact same shit. The exact same way. I love this.
I'm extremely proud of the way they continue to compete. I'm disgusted by the way that game was officiated. The level of disrespect was above and beyond. They have a guy fall down and trip on his own teammate's foot. They review us for a hostile act. They throw an elbow to our chest, neck area. I asked for him, at least take a look at it, right? Just show us the respect to take a look at it, okay? No one would take a look at it, okay? The disrespect has gone far enough, and I'm not going to allow our guys to be treated the way that they were treated tonight, okay?
I'll go one step further. Over disrespect. It is. It's completely disrespectful, discriminatory, endangering people's livelihoods. Yes. When you have... Guys, the way the NBA is now, there are a lot of people in positions of power, in positions of decision-making, that know nothing about basketball compared to the elite basketball minds in this world. And these guys, do you think they're watching film of these players on the Pistons? Hell no. You know what they do? The stats! What are the stats? But legit, they literally just stat watch. And these are people getting paid millions of dollars a year that are GMs. And when they see a game like this, where the Pistons players are getting beat the shit out of, and they are fouling the other team an exorbitant amount, getting a lot of fouls, having bad stats for the game because of the referees, that hurts their livelihood. That hurts their ability to get the next contract. It is discrimination.
Okay, I tried to have a conversation with official. The official was arguing with Mark. I say his name one time, and he screams at me and tells me that's enough. Right? We understand that we play a style of ball that's physical, it's on the edge. Right? I coach my ass off with a passionate way. I'm into the game. Our players are...
They play real basketball. Basketball is a contact sport, and this is on a professional level, the highest echelon with the greatest athletes in the world. Of course, it's going to be competitive. Of course, there's going to be contact. Of course, there's going to be physical. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be.
But we deserve a level of games. Our players are into the games. We understand that. We deserve a level of respect because we're competing our tails off and bringing something positive to this league. Right? We're growing.
100%. Turn the Pistons franchise around. Give that city something to look forward to, something to be proud of. I mean, the Lions just did really good, so there's good things happening in Detroit, finally. But Detroit has been poverty for a long time, in every sense of the word. I want to say, guys, yeah,
but we deserve a level of respect because we're competing our tails off and bringing
respect, because humans make mistakes and humans are the ones making these calls. Yes, respect is a part of it. However, you cannot have fair competition without fair officiating. It is the simplest thing. Without a level playing field, there is no fair competition. None. Think about if the NBA didn't have a salary cap. How unfair would things be? That is exactly the same thing as the refs being against you. It is completely unfair. It's not even your back against the wall. It's like having your dominant shooting hand tied behind your back, so you have to shoot everything with your offhand. That is the detrimental impact the referees have on you when they are not calling the game fair, when they are giving one team preferential treatment. It is destroying basketball. And this will be in my Adam Silver video, but I am worried about the future of basketball, not the NBA, because I'll leave that for my other video.
Bringing something positive to this league, right? We're growing young players. Our young players are competing their tail off. The least that they could do is get the same respect that everybody else in this league gets and get refereed the same way that everybody else in this league gets reffed. And enough is enough of it. And what you saw tonight was disgusting. It was a disgusting display of disrespect towards our guys and what we're trying to do.
Beautifully put. This is what, if you guys don't know, this is what a leader does. Truthful, honest, blunt, but still somewhat respectful, not crossing a line. And most importantly, delivering the point so it cannot be misconstrued in any way, shape, or form. All JB Bickerstaff and all the players in the league, everybody in the world, all we want is for things to be fair, for things to be within the rules. Again, you cannot have competition with an unfair playing field, and that is what the Pistons have to deal with. And we just saw them get robbed of a playoff series, not a game. This series is over 3-1. It's too hard, guys. 3-1. It's just too hard for this Pistons team being young, with some injuries. Well, 2 significant injuries in both Isaiah Stewart and Jaden Ivey. It's too much to overcome. And when you have the refs literally steal a game away from you, and it was not just that Tim Hardaway Jr. call, the entire fucking game was Knicks favored. And this has happened to the Pistons so many times, guys. It's truly sick. And there are a lot of players and a lot of teams that deal with this. This is Adam Silver's NBA. It is rigged garbage. The fact that Timberwolves were able to beat the Lakers yesterday is crazy. And it shows you the importance of keeping your timeout and challenge, guys. You can't waste them. If the T-Wolves have wasted a challenge, wasted a timeout, even if they got both challenges right in the second half, if the refs would have scammed them out of that game, that call on Ant-Man was intentional as fuck. Guys, that was the most obvious. Here was where the contact was. You guys see where my fucking wrist is? It wasn't on Ant-Man's hand at all. And you can clearly see LeBron's first 2 fingers hit like right here. And that's where the contact was. The refs knew exactly what they were doing. They wanted the Lakers to win. And all night, the Lakers were given preferential treatment. All fucking night. The fact that Timberwolves were able to beat the rigging is insane. And you guys know how I feel about the T-Wolves. They were my pick to win the NBA Finals outside the Celtics and outside the Thunder. Fuck the Celtics. They're not going anywhere. The T-Wolves are the most deep, most talented team in the league. And they barely were able to beat a Lakers team who only played 5 players in the second half. Really? Really now? Really? If you play basketball, you know how tough playing 24 minutes of NBA basketball would be. Going against an NBA team that's rotating fresh players in and out. Do you know how hard it would be to win that? It would be nearly impossible. But when you have the refs giving you calls, when you have the refs giving you preferential treatment, giving you points to rest, giving you fouls when they shouldn't, giving you points, you can do it. And we almost saw 4 out of 4 games get rigged yesterday, guys. Playoff games, series deciding games. And still, we had 3 out of 4 rigged by the referees, by Adam Silver. And yes, the Bucks Pacers game was rigged. I do think the Pacers probably would have won, but it's really hard to say, guys, because there were so many uncalled fouls that the Bucks were literally just getting the shit beat out of them, and they just weren't called. Giannis, one of the best players in the world, was getting fucking clubbed in the fucking head, and it was not being called. And you guys do know, I've been warning you about this all the second half of the season. The previous year, the entire fucking year was like this. It turned, you guys know I love basketball. I'm so passionate about it. I despise when it gets into this bullshit, the rigging. Because it doesn't matter. It's not competitive. It is entertainment. I'd rather watch the WWE than entertainment basketball. So, my concluding words, guys. If you enjoy watching this stuff, continue to enjoy it. Do not gamble on it. If you are fed up with this, make your voice heard. Don't go over the top. Do not do anything violent or anything illegal, anything even close to that. You can go to the NBA's website. I will link this to you guys in the comments. But it's contact.nba.com/contact-nba. / at the very end too. Just type this in. Topic. You can choose other. You can choose NBA.com. General comments. This. Business even. And just say, I'm tired of this rigged BS. Okay, don't say that. Say, the referees are ruining basketball. You must do better. We are here for competition. We are not here to watch the referees decide games. Change will come because, guys, all of us, the consumers, we are the power. The players aren't. The referees aren't. Adam Silver definitely is not. And the GMs definitely are not. Guess what happens when the fans stop watching? They have no fucking money. And guess what? The NBA right now is purely driven off money. Purely. So they will listen to us, okay? Use your power. Use it wisely. Don't be a fucking jackass. And let's make the NBA great again, baby. And it is about to a level, guys, where legal action might be the way to go for the players. And the thing is, it's very hard to prove this is... You know, I'm not a lawyer. You might be able to prove that the NBA hired these guys and they've been incompetent, even though they've been trained. And they're not intentionally making these mistakes, but they are not being corrected by the NBA. They're not improving. They are continuing to make the same mistakes. And these mistakes continue to hurt players. We're about that point where you can make that case. And, you know, players might have a lawsuit on their hands. And if things don't get better, and if we... I mean, God, guys, that game, that single call, the entire game, but especially that single non-call on Tim Hardaway to end the game. You could take that and then take Nickeil Alexander-Walker's 3-point foul called bullshit against the Nuggets and a couple of other shots just this season that were called fouls. And you could say, hey, so the refs called fouls here. But for some reason, against the Pistons here, they didn't call it. Against the Pistons here, they didn't call it. And especially in the playoffs, to now put them down 3-1. They didn't call it. They might have a case. And players, I'm sure y'all got money to talk to lawyers. I don't got that money. You probably should. You probably should at least explore it. Because this is to the point where it is affecting the player's livelihood.